Hey, hi one, welcome back to new video. So in this video we are going to understand the steps to make a conversation of an Angular project from 15 to 16. Alright, so we'll understand what all the steps which we need to, and as of now, and congratulations. So from 6 we are conversion, or we are making a migration of an Angular application from 6 to 16, and this is going to be a last video of an Angular migration because 16 is the latest version. So as of now, latest version of an Angular application, the 16, right? So we're gonna see all the steps which we can able to do and migration of an Angular application from 15 to 16. All right. So like if you find any issues while doing a migration, please let me know in the comment section as well. And without wasting much time, let's get started. All right. The first thing what we need to do is, this is my Angular application folder, which you guys know if you have followed all the series means you might know this, but yes. So let me open this project, or let me open a command prompt inside this particular folder or the directory itself. And first, what is the first thing which always we do is what is the current version? Obviously, this has to be 15 version, which we are going to do the migration from 15 to 16. So let's do a cross check whether we have a 15 or which is more than that. So very simple, just we need to run a command called ng version. So this is going to give the version of an Angular which is there in this particular project. Alright. So the next thing, I have already opened the project in Visual Studio Code itself. And if you see, all the dependencies are at 15th version of an Angular, right? So if you see the dependencies, which is core dependencies, which helps to run our application, and the dev dependencies, which helps to create an development environment. So all the dependencies versions are at 15, right? So if I see in the command prompt, as you can see over here, the Angular CLI version is 15.2.10, which is Angular 15 version, right? And the node which I'm using, or which the Angular 15 version requires, is node 16, which we have done in our previous video from migration of an Angular application from 14 to 15. You might have known that, right? Yes. So now we're going to do our first step. First step in the sense, we're going to upgrade all our core dependencies. A core dependency which helps to run our Angular application. All right. So in that first one is animation, right? So animation, which is at the 15. So now, what is the command to run this animation? Okay, so just you need to come to your command prompt, and this time, since Angular 16 is the latest version, it doesn't require to give an version number itself. Got it? Which means just you need to run this particular command over here, which is npm I at angular slash angular, which is this one. Okay, npm I at angular slash animation. This is going to install the latest version of Angular which is there currently, which means 16, obviously, right? So just click on enter and wait until this gets completed. Once this is done, we can go ahead and upgrade the next dependencies. All right, so let's wait for this to get completed. All right, cool. Okay, so this throwed an error for me, as you can see in the screen. So it won't able to install it. So what I'm going to do now is very simple. So let's run this. Okay, so npm I at angular. So as you can see in the screen, I tried to install this at angular slash animation dependencies. So it threw an error. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to specify the exact version number of an 16 version of Angular, right? So just you need to give at over here that version which we are going to use is very simple. I have already chosen it, which is 16.2.10 is the stable version which doesn't have which has very less as compared to all other 16 version of dependencies, or yeah. So let's install this one, and just you need to click on enter and wait until this gets completed. All right, cool. All right, as you can see in the screen, so I tried to install this Angular slash animation dependencies of 16 version, right? So again, we got an error. So now to solve this, the first thing as per this, see, we don't have everything, right? We need to understand this. So let's understand this. First thing, if you see the error which says Angular core at 15 version, so that's why it's throwing error. But what I believe is the node version. So we have 16 version of node and we are trying to install a dependencies of an Angular which is 16. So I doubt that node 16 is not getting supported for Angular 16. So probably there is a option where we need to upgrade our node from 16 to 18 as well. Okay, so now the first thing before doing that, there is one more approach I'll show you. Let's check with this whether this works. We'll go with this or we'll upgrade our node. All right, so just give this dash f. Okay, so we're just forcing to install this a 16 version of an dependency. So let's see whether this gets installed or we need to go for the node upgrade as well. So probably this might work, and yeah, let's see this. All right, so let's wait until this gets completed. All right, cool. As you can see over here, our method work, which is our dependency being upgraded to 16 version. So let's go to our Visual Studio Code and check. As you can see, the animation dependency has been upgraded to 16 version of the Angular, right? So now upgrade the next one. So with the same thing, all right. So just what you have to do, you need to go to your command prompt and run. You just need to run this particular command to upgrade the common, and specifically I'll give the version. Okay, so 16.2.10 is the version, specific version, and we'll force to install it. Okay, so let's install it. All right, so let's wait until this gets completed. Once this is done, we'll go ahead and upgrade the next dependencies, which is the compiler. As you can see, common is at 15.2.9. So once this is done, we can see this is going to be 16.2.10 itself. All right, so let's wait until this gets completed. All right, cool. As you can see over here, the common dependency has also been upgraded to 16 version of Angular. So we'll go to our Visual Studio and cross check. As you can see, it's been upgraded to 16.2.10. So the next dependencies which we have is compiler, right? So let's upgrade this one, and just you need to run a command work here, same thing. So which is, we'll come over here, and this is the command which you need to run, which is npm I at angular slash compiler. All right, so at the version, specific version 16.2.10. All right, so let's force this to get installed. All right, cool. So just click on enter, wait until this gets completed. Okay, as you can see over here, the code dependency has also been upgraded to 16 version, right? So now, oh, not code dependencies, the compiler dependencies. Now we are going to upgrade the code dependencies, right? Yes, the code dependencies, the next dependency which we are going to do the upgradation to 16 version, right? So let's go to our command prompt over here. Very simple, same thing which we have done for the previous one. Just you need to run this particular command and give at 16.2.10, 16.2.10 over here. Very simple, and just click on enter and wait for this to get completed. And if you see, if I go to our package.json, we have done, or we are doing this one, and still at the core level we have forms, platform browser, and the router, four more dependencies. Once this is done, we are going to complete all the dependencies. Okay, means the core dependencies. And also I want you guys to concentrate one more thing over here. You see, which I have told in the previous videos as well, but again I'm repeating the same thing, that see, based on the project requirements, what all the dependencies are required, only those dependencies are there in this project. Okay. So if you're working for a company and if you have like a little bit complex project, if you use like design alerts or some JavaScript behavior dependencies which supports for animations kind of whatever it is. So if for those dependencies version Angular 16 is not able to support, means you need to upgrade that third party dependencies as well. For example, which includes an Angular called material, which I am not using because that doesn't require for this project. Okay, so whenever it is required, and if that particular dependency doesn't support for the version of our Angular which you're using, you need to upgrade that as well. And very simple, which I have told in the earlier video as well, you need to go to a website called npmjs.com, and there you need to pick the stable version which supports for the version of Angular which you are using, in this case which is Angular 16. Okay, so concentrate and don't forget about this, and make sure if you find an issue or you could not able to find the solution, just let me know in the comment section. uh, Even me or people who already know the solution, they might get reply, and also I'll try to reply as soon as possible. All right, so let's wait until this gets completed. As you can see here, okay, here we got an error. Simply I was saying everything, but yeah, I didn't forgot to give the flag over here. Let's give the flag quickly, and we need to wait this again. All right. So it doesn't make much time. Make this fast forward so that this can be a little bit faster. All right. So I forgot to give the flag, and make sure if you face the issue, mean then only you give the flag, or else it doesn't require to give the flag. All right, cool. So once the core is done, we are going to upgrade the which one, forms dependencies. All right, so let's wait until this dependency gets completed. All right, cool. As you see over here, the form, the compiler. As you see over here, the compiler dependency also been upgraded to the latest version, which is Angular 16. All right. So now what we have to do, we'll go for our Visual Studio Code to cross check. See, the compiler has been upgraded, the core also been upgraded. So now let's upgrade the, probably I am just saying this dependencies name reverse order, but yeah. So the next thing, the next dependency which we need to upgrade is forms. So let's go to our command prompt, and just we need to enter this particular command over here, and just give an at, and just give 16.2.10 and click oh, right? So just give a post flag. Then just click on enter and wait until this gets completed. Alright, cool. Forms model. As you see over here, the form dependency has also been upgraded to the 16 version as well. So the next one which we have is the platform browser. Form dependency 16 version is here obviously. So next we'll upgrade the platform browser dependency. And again we'll go back to our command prompt again. So just like this, and at 16.2.10, and give a flag over here, and let's wait until this gets completed. So once this is done, I guess we have two more, which is platform browser dynamic and platform browser, sorry, platform browser dynamic and the router. Okay, and what are the flow or the sequence order I am going I'm request you guys to please do the same thing, or else there's a chances of getting errors. And again, you need to uninstall the dependencies and reinstall it. That's the lot of crazy things. All right. So let's go one by one and let's complete the migration in a cool and simple way. All right. Cool. All right. So let's wait until this gets completed and then we'll go for a platform browser dynamic dependencies to get upgraded. All right. Cool. So it's taking a lot of time. All right. Cool. So this has been upgraded the platform browser. So now let's upgrade the platform browser dynamic dependencies. All right. So let's go back to our command prompt again and just we need to enter this particular command which is npm I at angular slash platform browser dynamic at 16.2.10. Alright, so just enter this and click on enter and wait until this gets completed. Once this is done, we can go ahead and upgrade the next one. So what we have the next one, the router. Okay, very important dependencies in code. Yeah, everything is important. And one more thing, sometimes you'll face an issue related to zone.js. If you see at zone.js, my version is still at 13, which means upgrade it only whenever you get an issue. Okay, if your application is working fine, then it's okay. See, still I haven't upgraded to 14 zone.js, 15, 16. Oh, 15. So 16, I'll see whether if I find is an issue at zone.js, I'll upgrade it to 16. But I got an issue when before it was at 6. I got an error when I'm doing the migration of an 13. Got it? The difference. So as of now, I haven't get for 14 also, even for 15 also. If I find an issue while upgrading the 16 Angular version or migration, so we'll upgrade the zone.js as well. All right. So we'll see if we find an issue, we'll go ahead and okay. So let's see whether this is get. Oh, again same thing. Let's give the flag quickly because as of now we didn't ever follow or we didn't added our post flag, right? So that's the reason I'm just forgetting again and again. But yeah, so since you're seeing over here, you can able to do it. All right, good. So the next one which we have is a router. So let's wait until this gets completed and we can go ahead and upgrade the router dependencies as well. All right, so let's wait. So almost the platform browser dynamic being getting completed. So let's wait. We need to wait for this to get completed. And here, four more dev dependencies we have. That also will do the upgradation. So here, yes, this is done. So the last core dependency, which is router npm I at angular slash router at 16.2.10. Okay, just click on OK, give the fly and click on enter, and let's wait until this gets completed. All right, cool. As you see over here, the router dependencies also been upgraded to 16th version. Alright. So now the next thing which we are going to do, we are going to upgrade the Angular dev dependencies. Alright. So dev dependencies over here. In that first one, we have Angular dev kit slash build Angular. Alright. So let's upgrade it this one as well. Okay. So very simple. Let's go to our command prompt and just we need to enter this particular command npm I at Angular dash devkit slash build Angular. Alright. So here the stable version for this is 16.2.7. Okay. So the version is 16.2.7. So just click on enter and wait for this to get completed. And usually, especially this particular dependency will take a lot of time. So have patience and relax and chill. Alright. So let's wait until this gets completed. Alright. Cool. As you can see over here, the dev kit dependency has also been upgraded to 16 version of Angular, as you can see over here, right? So let's upgrade the next one, which is Angular slash at CLI. All right. So just go to our command prompt and just enter this particular command npm I at Angular slash CLI and give at 16.2.7. All right. So give a flag as dash f to install it. So just click on enter and let's wait until this gets completed. So once this is done, we'll go ahead and upgrade the compiler CLI and the language service, and we'll start our application once these two are done. And that is the most crucial part of our migration. We'll come to know what all the errors will be or there or which gonna come. All right. So let's wait until this particular dependency gets completed and we'll do the next one. All right. Cool. As you can see over here, the Angular dependencies CLI also been upgraded. All right, compiler CLI also been upgraded. So now we'll go for here. Yeah, CLI been upgraded. So now we'll upgrade the compiler CLI as well. All right. So just you need to go to your command prompt again. Very simple, same step. So just this is the command which you need to use, and the version is different, 16.2.10 again, so which is very stable, that particular dependency or the version of dependencies which we are installing it. Okay, so and let's give a flag, a post flag, and click on enter. Let's wait until this gets completed. All right. So and when this is done, we have our last one, which is language service. Yes, let's do that as well, and we can go ahead and start our application. All right. So let's wait until this gets completed. All right. Cool. As you can see over here, the compiler CLI also been upgraded to the 16 version of Angular. So now we have left out with the last one, which is the language service. All right. So let's go back to our command prompt over here, and just you need to enter this particular command, which is npm I at angular slash language service, and the version which we are using is 16.2.10, and give a flag dash f or dash dash force. Anything is fine. All right. So just click on enter and wait until this gets completed. All right. Cool. As you can see over here, the language service dependence has also been upgraded. So if I go back to our package.json, as you can see, all our dev dependencies also been upgraded to 16 version of an Angular, and also the core dependencies as well. All right. So now we'll go back to our command prompt again, and what are the steps? Very simple. We need to start our application with the command ng. So just click on enter and wait until this gets started. So whatever the issues will come, we'll get here itself when we start our application. And in the meantime, what I'll do is, so I'll start my backend application as well. So if there is no issues, means okay. My backend application is Java, and you can use any backend application you want. But main thing we are concentrating on Angular migration. All right. So let's wait until our application gets started. All right. Cool. As you see, guys, we started our application, and if you can see this message which says compiled successful, and congratulations if you followed the steps, which means whatever the steps which we and you guys followed is perfect. We have choose the very specific version of an Angular or the dependency version which is suitable. And as you can see, we didn't get any errors, means all of the error got fixed during our migration itself, which means we followed in a very sequence order, and this got perfect. All right. So now what is the next step? Very simple, just we need to test our application whether it is working perfectly or not. Cool. Yes. So compiled successfully, and congratulations. Good. So here I already started my backend application itself. So backend application is Spring Boot. Also, if you don't know how to make a Java backend application, means we already have a playlist called Spring Boot tutorial. Go please to check that. All right. Cool. So now we'll go to our browser. So this is how our application started, and by default it will be running at the port number 4200 by default, since it's a local port number. and if you're working for a company, it would be different. You'll be having a endpoint over there, right? Yes. So now, okay, so let me give a username over here and the password, and we'll sign in. All right, cool. So sign in. Okay, login successful. We got an alert over here and click on OK. So we have redirect to the application or the website. We have logged in successful, right? So this is just a simple application where it's an e-commerce website where we can able to buy electronic components like Arduino, gas sensors, ultrasonic sensor, LED lights, wires, everything which is related to electronic components. Alright, components. Alright, cool. So this is how the application look like, and application loaded perfectly over here. And here is the components category, which means based on the category we can able to choose the products and we can able to buy in this particular application itself. So if I click on sensor, if you see, so based on the sensor category, we can able to see these sensor products over here, right? Like temperature sensor, ultrasonic sensor, gas sensor module, IR sensor. That's it. So let's go back. And if I take the other one like battery, so the battery has two different products of battery category, right? So 3 volt and 5 volt battery. Cool. So now we'll go back again. Let's say you want to add anyone to the cart. So let me add this ultrasonic sensor. Item added. We got a message, and temperature sensor. And there is a newer issue not yet to our migration, which was there earlier itself. So I'll go inside cart. That image size is too big that I have make it ready. I need to make it reduce. But yes, so if you see, this will come under a single line, but the image got bigger, so that's why the line coming at second one, which is the product name and the price of that. And again the image, which is gas sensor module. So sorry, temperature sensor module and the price. The total is also there. So we can click on this small checkout button over here like this. You'll get UPI. It's just a dummy fake portal over here. You can just need can enable the UPI uh, just a dummy payment portal. That's all. So just click on pay. You see as order place. Click on OK, and that's it. Like cool. So now let me log out from here. Okay. So application is working fine.
I hope you guys able to understand how we can able to do an Angular application project migration from starting 6 to 16 as well. And thank you for that from sticking on from the first video of an migration of an Angular application from 6th version of an Angular migration from first video to the 16 migration of an Angular application. Thank you for that. And also there are a lot of more videos are coming up, and please do stick on to our YouTube channel as well, and please do support us as well. All right, so if you like this video and if you're able to do the migration means, please do like this video, and also if you are new to our channel, please do subscribe it as well, and please do share this small little cute channel to your friends, teammates, colleagues, and also for your juniors. All right, so we all together learn, and let's learn the art of learning. So please do subscribe the learning mighty. So let's meet in your next video. Until then, take care. Goodbye. Bye bye.